Hello and welcome in. My name's Tom, your neighborhood butcher, and I want to wish each and every one of you a happy 4th of July from my family to yours. Today we're going to go over our local grocery store ads. We're going to cover the state of California, Arizona, and Nevada and find those local grocery stores in these fine states that you can really save money on. You know, you want to find those front page items that you just can't live without because they truly are a good deal and will save your family money. I would like to try to find you the best savings in your local markets. All right, let's get started. Let's start with Safeway. This is the Safeway ad in California specifically. As you go into Arizona, it becomes an Albertsons Safeway ad. This one specifically is the Safeway ad for California. And we're kicking off with a wonderful savings on a ribeye steak. USDA choice beef ribeye steak for $8.77 a pound. This is a decent deal. You know, the days of us seeing those $3.99, $4.99, ribeye roasts on sale, unfortunately are probably gone, you guys. But at $8.97 a pound, that is a pretty good savings. The regular retail on, say, ribeye steak single pack rather than value pack is probably in that $14.99 a pound range. And then if you buy them in the value packs, you probably get them at $12.99 a pound, regular price. So this $8.77 a pound is a pretty darn good savings over that regular price. And then red grapes for just $1.77 a pound. Man, you really can't go wrong with that. These are all digital deals, you guys, so make sure and download your digital deals at their app or on their website. We also have sweet corn, 7 cents each. Did I read that right? 7 cents each. Why not? Corn at 7 cents each, limit 10, of course. That is a smoking deal, you guys. Smoking deal. And then you also have the 40 pack of refresh water for $3.99. I've been preaching for quite a few weeks now to buy these big 40 packs of water and make water donations to your churches, your fire departments, your police station, whatever kind of organizations that are out there that help the hungry and help the poor and help homeless. Donate some water. If it feels good, makes your heart feel good, please donate some water. And this is a great deal to take advantage of, to go ahead and do that with. And why not? Why not? We also have Waterfront Bistro Extra Jumbo Raw Shrimp, 16-20 count, sold in a 2-pound bag for $4.97 a pound. This is a raw shrimp. Looks like it's a tail-on shrimp as well, and shell, for $4.97 a pound. That's not too bad of a deal. And it is a pretty good sized shrimp. Is it an extra jumbo at 16-20 count? No, it's not. It's a large shrimp, but it's not an extra jumbo shrimp. So they're kind of being a little extravagant on the wording in this situation. Excuse me, in particular. Lucerne cheese. This isn't a bad deal. 6 to 8 ounce pack for $8.87 a pack. It's not bad, you guys. It's not bad. That's one worth taking advantage of. Let's keep sliding down and see what else we can have in store. We have kebabs at $9.99. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal at all. $16.99. A nice fruit tray. And then you have premium vegetable tray at $12.99, and then mix and match vegetable tray at $5.99. These are not too bad of deals when you're trying to entertain people. We have a tri-tip roast here at $6.99 a pound. Love me some tri-tip. I just did a tri-tip video on my channel on how to take that whole untrimmed piece of tri-tip, which you can see in this ad right here, is an untrimmed twin pack for $6.99 a pound. And I'm teaching you how to trim those down and make some beautiful steaks and beautiful roasts for the grill and the smoker. We have buy one, get one free on the Signature Farms split breast chicken. Signature Farms is going to be Safeway's, their store brand of chicken. And that's not too bad of a deal at buy one, get one free. Please take a look at that regular retail to see what you'll be paying at the register. Let's keep rolling down. 80% lean ground beef, Signature Farms. It's a 1 pound, sold in a 6 pound or more. So it's a gigantic value pack, mega pack at $3.99 a pound. It's not too bad when you're feeding a lot of people. Why not? 80%, $3.99 a pound is a pretty good market standard for that leanness. 80% meat, 20% fat. Looks like you have, and you see this deal on 4th of July, almost every single 4th of July. Buy 2, get 3 free on Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, and all those varieties that are covered under those 2 headings, Coke and Pepsi. Buy 2, get 3 free. This is a smoking deal. Usually there's quite a few stipulations to this, so be leery on how many you can get free and how many times you can take advantage of this ad. Really look at the POS, that tag, and really read the fine print on that tag to see what you have to do to get this deal. Buy 1 get 1 free, Johnsonville Bratwurst, Ballpark Franks, and a host of other sausages. Buy 1 get 1 free. Sara Lee products. Looks like you got hot dog buns, hamburger buns, as well as Thomas's Eaters muffins, and then signature breads for $3.49 each. We got chips, Tostitos, Lay's, Smart Food, and Doritos. Buy 2 get 3 free. 4th of July, you see a lot of these deals. Normally we see the buy 2 get 2 free. This week, it's the buy 2 get 3 free. So take advantage of those really good prices while they're here, because next week they'll be buy 2 get 2 free once again. Looks like 3 for $5. Sweet Baby Ray's. We've got Rosarita beans. We got Bush's baked beans and ketchup. 3 for $5. It's not bad. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else is in store. Looks like price lock, extra 2 points. Price locked until August 26th. So man, we got some time on these ones. Looks like you have a signature fresh, boneless, skinless breasts at $3.99 a pound. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. So there's just these are some probably for a full month savings, and that is a good deal to take advantage of in these California Safeways. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else is in store. We have some coupons here. A lot of the times when they're throwing coupons at you like this, it's a little farther down the ad and they're trying to make back a little bit of their gross profit from that front page loss of gross profit. So these are decent deals, but not the best, not the worst. DiGiorno pizza. You got bacon up here at $6.99, which is kind of expensive for a pound of bacon. So just be leery of your coupons. You have Foster Farms. Natural leg quarter chickens, 99 cents a pound. This is a 10-pound bag of leg quarters. Dark meat, you got thigh drumstick attached. And that's a great way to grill these pieces of meat, in my opinion. Flanken style short ribs, $10.99 a pound. That's just a decent deal. Actually, it's quite expensive. We also have Signature Select Gourmet Beef Patties, $8.99. So that's an okay deal for a good beef patty, depending on what they're made out of. And there's a lot of ins and outs to these different store-bought patties, and Signature Select is definitely Safeway's store-bought patty. Marinated tri-tip at $8.99 a pound. This thing's pre-marinated and ready to go, unlike your front page tri-tip, which is untrimmed, unmarinated, and not ready to go. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have in store. Atlantic salmon, $10.99 a pound. That's a little pricey. And then green and red seedless grapes, $4.99 a pound. That's a little pricey. And just a whole host of produce deals here. Navel oranges at $1.49 a pound. That's okay. But we also have Signature Select pork country style ribs or steak. 2 pounds for $5. It's not terrible. $2.50 a pound on your pork shoulder and pork steaks. That's okay. Let's keep rolling down these ads and see what else is in store. A large Bar S hot link sausage for 10 bucks. That's okay. That's a decent price. Let's see what else we have here. Mainly in this breakdown, I do proteins and I do produce, and then a few, soda chip deals and some of your, just your decent deals in these ads up to good deals. Just things that we need to call out because they are a decent, good deal. And as you work your way down these ads, of course, the prices tend to get a little bit higher and the deals just aren't quite as good. So it looks like that's just a lot more fluff in this ad. And now we're going to switch over to the Safeway Albertsons ad in Arizona. And you may see some similarities to these ads, you may not. But right here on the front page, you've got Albertsons Safeway. They're running their 80% lean ground beef for $2.99 a pound. So we have the Safeway in California running it for $3.99 a pound, and here we are in Arizona running it at $2.99 a pound, sold in the value pack. This isn't a mega pack like the other place, because that was 6 pounds or more. I want to say the value pack is actually 3 pounds, 3 to 5 pounds or more. So, you can buy a little bit less if that's what you want, but this is only a 3-day sale. This is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So make sure and take advantage of this price before the holiday. We got cherries, $1.99 per pound. That's not a bad deal at all in the first 5 pounds. If you're looking for those nice sweet cherries, these are pitted cherries. So it is what it is. 2-liter bottles of soda. This is a 3-day sale as well. 99 cents each. Man, that's a great deal, you guys. Sour cream, cottage cheese, and whipped topping for 99 cents. Not bad. Rotel, Sweet Baby Ray's for 99 cents. I tell you, that Sweet Baby Ray's for 99 cents, that is a smoking deal right there, you guys. You cannot go wrong on that deal. And then you look over here, you got sausage, your regular breakfast sausage and rolled sausage for just $2.97 per pound or each. And then you got Gatorade. This looks like an 8-pack, 20 ounce for $4.99 on the 3-day sale. So just some decent deals on the 3-day sale. The hamburger's a smoking deal, and these 2-liter bottles of soda are a smoking deal, and that Sweet Baby Ray's is a smoking deal in my opinion. All right, here we go. Front page item, Albertsons Safeway, 4th of July sale. Looks like you got T-bone, New York strip bone in at $7.99 a pound. And then you got jumbo, easy peeled shrimp at $7.99 a pound as well. Remember, we saw this 16-20 count easy peeled extra jumbo shrimp. Remember, at $4.99 a pound in the other ad for just California stores. So this is a substantial price hike in comparison to that. 5 cents each. So we saw 7 cents each in the California. Now we're seeing 5 cents each in the Arizona ad for sweet corn on your first 9. Then you have baby back ribs. Just $1.97 a pound. This is a smoking deal on baby back ribs, and I love it. I love it. You can't go wrong with a baby back rib because they are just phenomenal. Boneless skinless breast for just $1.99 a pound, and 85% lean for just $4.99 a pound. And then here we go, $3.99 each. You got Smithfield, Lloyd's barbecued halves, spare ribs, or Hormel always tender marinated pork loins for just $3.99 each. That's a pretty darn good deal. And normally these are in that $7 to $8 each range. So this is a good deal. Water, buy 2 get 2 free. Donations, you guys. And buy 2 get 3 free on Cheez-Its. You got kettle chips and Cape Cod chips. So that's a pretty darn good deal. Pay attention to that regular retail to make sure you're truly getting a decent savings. Ballpark Frank, Hebrew National, and Nathan's Franks. These are all beef variety hot dogs for $2.97 each. That's a great deal. And then Ballpark Frank buns, a Sara Lee product, for $1.97 each. Man, good deal. Oscar Mayer bacon and Johnsonville bratwurst. This is a smoking deal right here. $3.99 each. That's a 16-ounce bacon. That's a 19-ounce pack of sausage for $3.99. Salads, Signature Select salads buy one, get one free. Can't go wrong there. And then buy two, get two free on a whole host of items here, which you'll need to pay attention to the POS in the store. And then we have Coke and Pepsi products, buy two, get two free. So they had the buy two, get three free on the front page up to a certain limit, and then buy two, get two free after that, basically, which that's a good deal as well. Normally we see the buy two, get two free. And then buy two, get three free on Lay's and Doritos. Let's see here. Let's go back up. I want to look at something real quick. And I'm sorry, I made a bit of an error, because that was in the California Safeway ad that they had the buy two, get three free. This is the Arizona Safeway Albertsons ad, and they get buy two, get two free, not buy two, get three free. So I apologize about that. My mistake. And here's Dorito, Lay's, Peanuts, Tostitos. Buy two, get three free. That is a smoking deal on chips, you guys. Why not save that much money? Pay attention to that regular retail. That's where they're going to get you. Let's keep sliding down this ad. Whole host of coupons. You know, decent deals. $2.99 on Sara Lee bread. 99 cents on rice-a-roni. You know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's keep rolling down this ad. We got boneless, chuck roast, cross rib roast, bottom round, eye round, top round, and petite sirloin roast for $6.99 a pound. You know, roast is running in that $8.99 a pound range, so a couple dollars off per pound, and then a boneless New York strip at $12.99 a pound, which isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's keep rolling. Fresh Atlantic salmon for just $9.99 a pound, and that is a pretty good deal as well. Brisket, for all you brisket smokers out there, $4.99 a pound on brisket sold whole in the bag. These things are 12 to 20 pounds. I mean, they vary that much, unfortunately. They could be gigantic, so understand what you're buying when you come to the grocery store. And $4.99 times 12 to 20 pounds. It does add up. All right, these are digital deals, $4.99 a pound on your whole seedless watermelon. And then you have Hillshire Farm lunch meats and Hillshire Farm sausages for $3.99 a pound, or each. This Jenny O ground turkey, this isn't bad. This is a full 16-ounce pack for $3.99, and it looks like you get the chub as well for $3.99. So that's pretty good. These are digital offers and must be downloaded before you come to the store or while you're at the store. Use the Wi-Fi while you're in the store and get those downloaded. You betcha. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have in store. Asparagus, $3.49, not too shabby. Russet potatoes, red and gold potatoes for $1.29 a pound. It's not too bad. Let's keep rolling down this to see what else is in this ad, because I think we're getting to the end of it. Just a lot of non-foods things and things we're not real worried about as far as for the 4th of July. All right, let's roll into our Bashas ad. This is an Arizona company, local Arizona company. Been around a long, long time. And I tell you, Bashas is really good at throwing some weekly deals. And normally they have 80% in here for $3.99 a pound. And this week is no different, $3.49 a pound for 80%. And that's a great, great deal. We got T-bones on the front page here. T-bones at $6.99 a pound. Sold in the value pack, limit 2. This is an excellent deal, you guys. And cheaper than most places. 8 ears of corn for 96 cents. That's a pretty decent deal for corn. Bashas is known for their produce, and 89 cents each on a 5-pound bag of Idaho potatoes. Whoa. Boy, if you want to make French fries, you know, baked potatoes, I have a video up where I teach you how I do my famous baked potato on the grill. Boy, there's so many different things you can do with those potatoes. Makes a great complement to a lovely T-bone. And then you have $1.99 a pound on baby back ribs. I got my baby back. Yep, $1.99, and that is just 2 cents or 3 cents a pound cheaper, or more money than the competition in California. We have a Villaroma sausage for $1.99 each, and seedless watermelons for 15 cents per pound. It's pretty darn good on a seedless watermelon. Boneless skinless breast over here in your digital member deals for just $1.99. $1.99 on cherries. That's a damn good deal. And then $2.99 on 35-pack Bashas water. Donations, donations, donations. Going to be a lot of thirsty homeless out there this year, and we'd like to take care of them the best we possibly can. We got Coke and Pepsi products, buy two get two free. This is a pretty normal part of the ad. And then we got a buy two get three free for Lay's and Doritos and Tostitos products. That's a darn good deal, you guys. This is the time to stock up on chips. We got tortilla chips here for 2 for $3, $1.50 a bag is a pretty darn good deal. Sara Lee buns 2 for $5, and then we got Hebrew National line of beef franks for $3.99. We've seen cheaper prices on those, or at least on the hot dogs, but that's a pretty good deal. 2 for $7 on Cheez-Its. That's a pretty decent deal as well. I'm telling you, Bashas throws some pretty decent deals on a regular basis at you. Looks like porterhouse steak, $9.99 a pound. So this is where they're getting you. So when you cut up a short loin, the first 4 or 5 steaks off that short loin, is going to be with that nice big porterhouse and be considered the porterhouse. And then the rest of it's going to be T-bone, And you see up here in the front page, it's a T-bone, just T-bone. So that's going to have the littler filet mignon or tenderloin on the side of that, and they're going to upcharge you by $3 a pound for you to buy that nice big tenderloin or that porterhouse steak. So they're always trying to make a little bit of money on you, so you have to be leery of that when you're buying these pieces of meat. It's not going to be that gigantic porterhouse. It's going to be on sale for the $6.99. It's going to be those T-bones that have more New York strip than tenderloin to it. Let's keep rolling down this ad. 3140 count shrimp, $6.99 a pound. This one's cooked, ready to go. Only tail on, nothing else, and that is a decent deal for that size shrimp. I mean, that's more of a medium to large size shrimp rather than, anything over the large or extra large. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have. Some beer deals in their digital savings. And let's see what else we have. Buy two get two free. Buy two get two free on 2-liter bottles. That's not bad. A lot of energy drinks. Buy two get two free. Rain, Bang Energy. So Monster energy drink as well. Buy two get one free. So not quite as good as the Bang and the Rain. What else do we have? Paper towel deal, and then odds and ends deal for $1.49 each. Looks like paper plates and some odds and ends. Pretty good. Produce, $3.99 on blueberries, 99 cents on mangoes, 2 pounds for $1 on cantaloupes, 99 cents on hothouse cucumbers, tomatoes on the vine for $1.49. Bashas really do have some of the best produce. And it's all local too. A lot of it's local companies that Bashas gets their produce from. All right, what else do we have? Brisket at $4.99, that's not bad. And then here, last but not least, and this is a great deal, 8 to 12 count shrimp. That is a gigantic shrimp. 8 to 12 for $5.99 a pound, sold in a 2-pound bag. This would be considered a jumbo or extra jumbo shrimp. Colossal raw shrimp is a great name for it because this is a large prong shrimp that you can be able to put on the grill by itself, and it's not going to fall through your grill slots. This is going to be shell on, tail on. It may or may not be deveined, so it says easy peel, so usually that's a deveined product, which is cool. Large avocados, 2 for $3. That's a great deal as well. That's a great deal. And that's about it for your local Bashas ad. All right, we're gonna roll into cardenas. There's cardenas in Arizona and California, and cardenas has a great price on chuck almost every single week, and this week's no different. So you can have beef chuck steak, roast, regular or marinated at just $5.99 a pound. Almost every single week you can come to Cardenas and find a $5.99 a pound chuck steak or chuck roast or marinated steak, and that is a smoking deal. 2 ears of corn for 99 cents, that's just okay. $3.99 on a seedless watermelon, that's decent, and 3 for 99 on avocados, not a bad deal. This is going to be a spare rib at $2.99, which is just an okay deal, and a 26 to 30 count raw shrimp, headless. Looks like tail on, shell on, not deveined, because it's not an easy peel shrimp, for $5.99, and that's okay. At 26 to 30 count, that's a decent large shrimp that you just got to do the work for $5.99 a pound. Not bad at all. And this is one of my favorites that they run. You know, they run this $5.99, $6.99, $7.99, and this is a bone-in short rib and bone-in flanken style ribs. I can tell you, these bone-in flanken style ribs, marinated, throw on the grill, do they come out good? I mean, every bit as good of as a chuck eye or something like that. These flanken style ribs are good, tasty and tender. You got to deal with the fat and the bone. You know, that's just part of it, but they are a really good product. Taco meat or stew meat here for $5.99 a pound. That is just a pretty decent deal. 3 packs of water for $10.99. This is a 32 pack. It's not too bad. Donations, you guys. Every store is running a water deal at this point. Looks like these are the 24 packs. $10.99, so $5.50 a 12 pack. So that's not too bad on the cubed soda. Looks like it's just Coke products. Not too bad at all. These little stores are fun. These cardenas stores. You know, some of these have little restaurants in them. Some of them have full service counters, you know, that you can buy all the fixings, you know, for your carne asada. You know, you got refried beans and just so many different sauces and things that they can marinate, and meats that are flavored. And these places are really fun to go take a peek at. If you're feeling Hispanic that day or that evening for dinner, these little stores are the place to go. What else do we have here? Let's see. 4 for $5. This is a pretty normal price for them on their Bar S bologna or hot dogs. This is the 16-ounce pack. That's not bad. This is expensive right here, $6.99 on this bacon. No bueno. Let's keep rolling down this ad a little bit. These are 2 normal prices for these ads. The cheese for $2.49. Man, that's not bad at all. Let's keep seeing what we can see. See, there's a lot of little things in here. It depends on, you know, what kind of meal you're preparing. Here we go. Beef top round steak or roast at $6.99 a pound. That's not bad. A steak and a roast in the top round. You know, that should meet probably London broil, top round steak, and thin cut piccole. Which that piccole could be used for carne asada as well. If you're feeling if you want a little leaner piece of meat, then thin cut boneless skinless breast at $5.49, which is just okay. Tilapia fillet at $4.49 a pound. That's not bad at all for the fresh tilapia. And then I think that's about it for our cardenas ad. Now we're going to roll into the Stater Brothers ad. And unfortunately, this is one that carries over from last week, and we'll go through this pretty quickly because we went over this in last week's ad breakdown as well. So you got pork baby back ribs and St. Louis style ribs at $3.99 a pound. We've seen those cheaper in other markets. So $3.99 is just an okay deal. It's pretty an average price for this time of year. But man, here we go. This is one of my favorite pieces of meat lately. And it's the beef flap meat. And this is one of my favorite pieces of meat for carne asada. I mean, this thing is so good. So good for carne asada. It beats out skirt steak. It beats out thin cut chuck steak. It beats out a lot of these. Even if you take your flank steak and you cut it thin, I think this piece of meat is better than all those meats combined. This makes the perfect carne asada and makes beautiful tacos. If you want to make those carne asada nachos, so many different things you can make out of this flat meat. It's $7.99 a pound. That's a good deal. Trust me on this. And then they just have a decent deal on ribeye, $9.99 a pound. Just a decent deal, you know. So what else do we have? Drumsticks and thighs, fresh at $1.29 a pound. Not bad, not bad at all. Just average Joe prices here on cherries and strawberries. That's a pretty decent deal on Roma tomatoes at 99 cents each. You know, $1.99 for Lay's and Cheeto products, it looks like. And then $3.99 a 12-pack on Pepsi, $4.99 a 12-pack on Coke. Both of these are when you buy 4 packs, so not bad. 99 cents on Gatorade and Rockstar energy drinks. It's a pretty decent deal. And $1.99 on soda. Buy 2 get 1 free on the mini packs, Pepsi and Mountain Dew. And here again, Squirt and 7-Up, $3.99 when you buy 4. It's not too bad. Here's your 35 count water for $4.99. You know, we've seen it a little cheaper in some other places. So you probably could shop around and get a better deal on that one. $4.99 for your Farmer John bacon is okay. It's a 12-ounce product, and that's just okay. And Nathan's hot dogs at $4.99, unless that's the bigger pack of Nathan's hot dogs, which would be a better deal if it's that jumbo pack. But it looks like it's the 11 to 12-ounce pack, so it's that smaller one. I think it has, you know, 5 to 6 hot dogs in it for $4.99, which is just okay. $3.50 each on your Hillshire Farm sausage. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And then you have Johnsonville breakfast sausage and Johnsonville, you know, your pre-packed sausages are just $3.99. And that's just, these are 1 pound products. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have here. Excuse me. Staterbros gourmet beef burger family pack for $20.99. That's 5 pounds for $20.99. There's 73% patties, so those things are going to shrink up into nothing, unfortunately. Oh, right here, 8 to 8. Let's see what we have. Oh, that's just a 16-ounce bag. So here's those 8 to 12 count shrimp for $10 a bag, and so that's $10 for 1 pound. We saw those cheaper in another ad. And that's about it for the Stater Brothers. Like I said, that was a carryover from last week's ad, you know, running through the 4th. So let's go into the fries. The Fries is a Kroger company, and this is mainly in Arizona. And here we go. Front page, $6.97 a pound on the T-bone. Now this, unlike Bashas, you'll be able to get a porterhouse T-bone combination or double T-bone, you know, however it ends up coming out as far as the butchers make them. For the $6.97, this is a digital deal and limit 2, you guys. So take advantage of those 2 packs in your first purchase. And when you're dealing with digital deals with fries, it's usually within that first transaction that you need to buy that max quantity. 99 cents on shredded iceberg lettuce. Man, that's a good deal. 8 ounces of lettuce, and then $3.49 on Jenny O. That's a 16-ounce pack of Jenny O ground turkey for $3.49. Man, that's a decent deal. 80% lean ground beef for just $3.99. Sold in a 3-pound package. And then Atlantic salmon for $8.99. That's one of the best deals I've seen on salmon so far this week, and this is very competitive price for 80%. And then T-bone, can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's a good price. I don't care who you are. Buy 2 get 2 free. Squirt, Pepsi, and Coke products for buy 2 get 2 free. Cheetos, Tostitos, and Doritos. Buy 2 get 3 free in this situation. Look at your regular retail to make sure it's truly a good savings. Cottage cheese and sour cream, man, 16-ounce pack for 88 cents. That's a great deal. Simply Truth lemonade, when it's hot out there, you guys, lemonade quenches the thirst at 99 cents each. Man, that's a good deal. Buy 1 get 1 free on Cheez-Its and Club Crackers. Man, these are a staple in my house. I love Club Crackers. Man, you put anything on Club Cracker. And then Cheez-Its, you just can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned Cheez-It. Baby back rib, these are digital deals as well. $2.49 a pound on your bone-in baby back rib. Limit 5, first transaction. Buy 5 racks of ribs in your first transaction to truly save. You know, baby back ribs at Fry's are normally $3.99 a pound, so this is a bit of a savings, you know, on that really good baby back rib. We've seen them cheaper and other places, but depending on limits, constraints, and this and that, you might have to hit a number of stores to be able to take care of your barbecue for the 4th of July, because of how many people you're feeding or trying to entertain. Well, here we go. We got a 6 to 8 ounce Kroger cheese, sliced cheese, and shredded cheese for $1.49. Man, that's a pretty good deal, you guys. Pretty good deal indeed. Johnsonville sausage and beef Oscar Mayer sausage for $2.99. That's a good deal. And we've seen that beats the prices of some of the others on these two products in particular. Cherries for $2.99. That's a little bit higher. And Lay's chips and kettle chips for $1.99 each. That's not bad. Folgers coffee for $7.99. That's $7.99. Whoops the hell out of Walmart's price. So that is a good deal to come take advantage of in this market at $7.99 for Folgers coffee. And then Red Baron pizzas for $2.99. You know, I've been taking these smaller Red Baron pizzas, and then if you make up a little garlic butter, you know, like a salted garlic butter, and like brush the outside edge of that thing as you're cooking it, actually makes it a little bit better. Helps with that, but man, it helps with that, you know, quality of it. But at $2.99 each for a Red Baron pizza, how can you go wrong? Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have. Signature select Angus beef patties. These are cool because there's like a 3 cheese, there's a bacon cheddar, and then like a jalapeno. So there's quite a bit of variety in these, and they also have the Schweidenson lines as well, which is a mixture of different beefs. Brisket and chuck, chuck by itself, you know, sirloin, brisket. So they do some fun mixings as far as beef to really come up with some decent flavors of beef, because there are differences, trust me. If you grind something from, say, the back of the cow to the front of the cow, you can tell the difference in those meats by the taste of them if you just eat it by itself. This is a pretty regular price here for Kroger singles and DiGiorno pizzas at $4.99, which is just a decent deal. Let's keep rolling down. Crescent rolls and biscuits for $1.99. This is in the ad almost every single week, and is still a good deal. Wonder Bread at $1.99 is a good deal as well. Man, to get actual Wonder Bread at $1.99, basically the same price as their store-bought bread. That's decent indeed. $2.49 on meat, Ballpark Franks, bun length and regular, $2.49 each. Is a pretty good deal, you guys. 4 times fuel points, not bad. We love 4 times fuel points at Fry's. And then if you like more of a natural, you know, vegetarian fed, no hormones, no injections, thigh or breast meat at $3.99, that's not bad. Actually, that's just a thigh meat at $3.99. Those are very good quality thighs. 2 pounds of strawberries for $4.99. That's just an okay deal, basically. $2.50 each. And then you get your Denmark sausage. Denmark is a local Arizona company. You know, 10 sausages for $10. And that's not bad. Bashas bacon. It's a 12-ounce bacon at $3.99. It's not bad. I mean, that's where you want to find your 12-ounce packs of bacon in this market. And then Johnsonville sausages at $3.99 as well. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have. And that's it for the Fry's ad. So now we're going to roll into the Smith's ad. And then Smith's is mainly a Nevada company. And then on the western part of the Arizona border, there's a few Smith's as well going up and down the Colorado River. So, and they're also a Kroger company. So you'll see similarities in these ads. We'll go through it pretty quickly. $7.99 on the T-bone, where at Fry's they had it for $6.49. So there's a difference in the ad right there. $2.99 on whole seedless watermelons, and there's that Kroger shredded salad iceberg for 99 cents, and there's the 3-day sale, and then there's the Jennie-O 93% lean ground turkey for $3.49. 88 cents on cottage cheese and sour cream in the 16-ounce tub, and then the lemonades for 99 cents. That's a pretty smoking deal. Here's also a similarity. Atlantic salmon for $8.99, and even a better deal on hamburger, 85% lean for $3.99. I like that deal. I'd probably take the $7.99 T-bone and then have an 85% ground beef rather than 80%. Because 85%, in my opinion, is that good classic rind, 15% fat, 85% meat, not too much shrinkage, and very tasty. And then here we go, the buy two get three frees. Doritos, Cheetos, and Tostitos, buy two get three free. Pepsi, 7-Up, and Coke, buy two get three free. Those are really, really good deals for chips and soda. Let's see, 88 cents on Powerade. That's not bad. Food trucks, 88 cents on Powerade. That's a smoking deal, you guys. And then here's the digital deals. We have the $2.77 a pound on your pork back ribs. We got a baby back rib for just $2.77 a pound. How do you go wrong? Kroger sliced cheese and shredded cheese, just $1.49 each. This is a 6 to 12 ounce product. Remember, when first transaction, you need to buy the limit on this, or you're not going to be able to take advantage of these good savings. Johnsonville sausage and your beef Oscar Mayer Franks are going to be $2.99, and Lay's chips at $1.99. And there's that Folgers deal at $7.99 each. Had the Red Baron deal at $2.99 each. So not bad. Yeah. Crest toothpaste at 99 cents a tube. That's cheap actually for Smith's and Kroger companies in general. Let's keep rolling down this ad. Baked potato, corn on the cob, $3.99, ready to go. And then here's your Private Select Angus beef patties, and these are going to be your jalapeno, cheddar bacon, and your 3 cheese for $10 each. So those are pretty good. DiGiorno pizza at $4.99. There's your crescent rolls and biscuits at $1.99. So see the similarities. Wonder Bread at $1.99, and then your bun length and regular length hot dogs. These are going to be meat franks at $2.49 each. It's not bad at all. There's also your boneless thighs in your Simple Truth brand, which is your vegetarian fed, no hormones, no injections, no antibiotics, for $3.99 each, or per pound, sorry. And then you have 2 pounds of strawberries for $4.99, $2.50 a pound. Not bad. There's your Denmark brand. Now, in this situation, this is going to be an Arizona company shipping to Nevada, which luckily is only a state over, but not as local in this situation, where Nevada is buying sausages from an Arizona company. So there's shipping involved, unfortunately. And here we go, Bashas bacon at $3.99, as well as your Johnsonville sausages, breakfast sausages at $3.99. So, we're just heading through the Smith's ad, and these are just decent deals. Now, this is something a little bit different. You have a $1.99 pork shoulder. That's a good price for a pork shoulder. Let's smoke some pork shoulder, boys and girls. Let's get it. Not bad. And I think that's going to about do it for the Smith's ad. Let's head into California and check out the Vons ad. I believe this is a carry-through from the last ad as well. Albertsons Vons. This is the Albertsons heading. They own Vons and Safeway and a number of other companies. And they have 3 years of corn for $1. And that's not too bad. These are all digital deals. $1.99 on cherries and $3.99 each on blueberries. These are digital deals. Make sure and download your digital savings. Here we go, ribeye and fresh Atlantic salmon for just $9.99 a pound. It's not too bad. It's just a decent deal on a good ribeye. The ribeye bone in like that's in that $12.99 to $14.99 a pound range on regular price. So it's just a good, decent saving. $3.99 each on Nathan's, Johnsonville, and Beef Ballpark Franks. It's just decent. $3.99 on their Signature Farms boneless skinless breast chicken. That's decent as well, but you'd like to see that product in the, say, $1.99 to $2.99 a pound range. Regular being $2.99, and then cheap on sale being $1.99. And then you have, let's see here, buy 2 sodas, get 3 free. Now this is the deal. We've seen this in a number of stores, and this is the deal. Buy 2, get 3 free. Check your regular retail to make sure you're getting indeed a decent deal. Cheetos, Tostitos, and Lay's, as far as Tostitos dips, for just $1.99 each. And it doesn't look like you have to, no, when you buy 3. So it's a minimum of 3 bags that you have to buy. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else we have in store. Little coupons that may or may not save you money, 79 cents on each on your tea. Sweet Baby Ray's at $1.29. That's pretty decent. But we've seen it in other stores for 99 cents. So, just a decent deal. Let's look at this deal here. We got Farmer John Wieners at 99 cents. And that's a 12-ounce package, as well as baby back ribs at $2.99. And this is a 3-day sale on these. Seedless watermelons at $4.99. Then looks like 40-pack drinking water at $3.99, so that's a decent thing to donate right there. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else is in store. Tri-tip untrimmed, $6.99 per pound. Remember, this is an untrimmed product. Refer to my video on how to trim tri-tip up. Make beautiful steaks and beautiful roasts out of these untrimmed tri-tips. I teach you how in one of my videos. Let's see what else we have here. 4 for $5 on Farmer John. That's not bad. $3.99 on Hillshire Farm sausages. Not bad at all. Let's keep rolling through this thing. You guys, that's it for Vons. Let's roll into Food for Less. Food for Less is competing. They have their flat meat. We saw this flat meat on sale at the Cardenas. Cardenas are in Arizona and California, so Food for Less is kind of going up against them, and they have their flat meat at $7.49 a pound. This is a beautiful carne asada meat, one of my favorites. Wings at $2.99 a pound, Sanderson Farms. And then they have a 3-day ad on green onions, 4 for 99 cents, and then the Genio ground turkey, 93% at $3.49. And then here's that lemonade at 99 cents. Not bad at all. We got our beef spare ribs here, pork spare ribs or beef back ribs at $2.97. Unfortunately, these beef back ribs are not going to be out the bottom of ribeyes. They're going to be the ones that they produce, and they really notch out all the meat, so those back ribs are going to have limited meat on them for $2.79 a pound, but that's super cheap for ribeye meat. Oh, excuse me, guys. And then we have sweet corn for $3.99 and 4 pounds for 99 cents on watermelon, seedless. And then next we have $4.49 a pound, or $4.49 each, on Coke and Pepsi and Squirt products, as well as $1.99 on Lay's, Tostitos, and Doritos when you buy 4 on these chips. We see a lot of these same ads rolling over and over again in these local markets, because they're all trying to compete, price-wise and gross profit-wise to get you in the doors. Here's a digital deal on the 99-cent Farmer John Wieners, and then Best Food Band-Aids for $2.99 each. These are weekly digitals. I believe these are in the first transaction as well, just like most Kroger companies. Let's keep rolling down this. Red Baron Pizza in your digital deal, $2.99. That's a great deal. See what else we have at the store. 4 times fuel points. We like 4 times fuel points. $4.99 strawberry, 2-pound bag or 2-pound package. $2.50 a pound isn't bad. $7.99 a pound on your Chuck flanking style ribs or short ribs. We saw them cheaper at another place, but that's still a pretty decent deal for a short rib. This is a damn good meat, really and truly. 16-20 count, 2-pound bag, so that's $7 a pound basically. That's just okay. And then 2 for $5 on your Kroger russet potatoes, so $2.50 for 5 pounds of potatoes. And we've talked about that in the past. You can do so much with a 5-pound bag of potatoes. And that's it for the Food for Less ad. And then last but not least, the Smart&final ad. And this is kind of a carryover from last week's ad as well. Heading into the 4th of July. Spare ribs at $2 a pound, $1.98. Previously frozen, sold whole in the bag while supplies last, limit 2. Then you also have 3 ears of corn for 99 cents, which is just a decent deal. Here we go, Smart&final. They're competing on the flap steak deal, $7.99 a pound. That's just a decent competitive price. And here we go, boneless skinless breast at $2.99 a pound, and that's a good price, good average price. Seedless watermelon at $3.99 each. Not a bad deal at all. And then what else do we have? $3.99 each. Must buy 3 12-packs, which is a good deal for Pepsi. Looks like Pepsi. And then what else do we have? 35-pack water for $3.99. That's a decent donation deal. And Johnsonville bratwurst, $3.99 each. That's a great deal for that 19-ounce pack of sausages. Large Hass avocados in the digital deal, it looks like, or barbecue savings, 2 for $3, and that's an everyday low price. Not bad at all. Buy one get one free on 7-Up, A&W, Squirt, Canada Dry products, and $3.49 each on Doritos, Cheetos, and Ruffles. Not bad. 16-20 count shrimp, peeled and deveined, for $6.99 a pound. Now that's a decent deal for that product because of the work. That's going to save you some time. $1.25 each on the 16-ounce thing of jumbo and bun length hot dogs for $1.25 each, and that's pretty good. Atlantic salmon for $10.99. That's just average. That's not. I mean, that's actually a little bit high in comparison to some of the ads. Then $2.99 a pound on. What is it? We got First Street ground turkey sold in a 3-pound package for $2.99 a pound. That's good for ground turkey. What else do we have here? Hamburger buns for $2.49. Ballpark products. A large thing of Jennie-O turkey franks, 3-pound for $5.99. That's not bad. And that looks like about it for the Smart&final 4th of July ad. You guys, thank you very much for spending some time with me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please, please, please like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and we need your support. So please help out. Don't forget to like the like button, and let the algorithm know that you're happy with me and that I'm doing a good job for you. So thank you from Tom, your neighborhood butcher. We appreciate each and every one of you for spending some time. Thank you now, and bye.